Today we'll be talking about the Schengen Information System. The Schengen Information System, also known as SAS, is a pan-European database shared by law enforcement and government agencies of all EU member states with the exception of Cyprus. It is also used by the governments of Switzerland, Iceland, and Norway. It was used by the United Kingdom until the 31st of December 2020. The United Kingdom no longer, of course, has access to the SAS. So the main purpose of the SAS is to control the movement of non-European nationals. That means nationals who do not have the right of freedom of movement in regards to their immigration status. So they're mostly checking if people have, for example, overstayed a visa, overstayed their visit, or if they have been previously rejected or refused entry into the European Union. However, the Schengen Information System is also used for law enforcement purposes, such as the use for the European Arrest Warrant, EAW, or also, constitutionally quite problematic, discrete checks, which are subject to national law enforcement decisions. So today I will be focusing on so-called Article 36 alerts in the Schengen Information System. An Article 36 alert is an alert for discrete checks of an individual which is placed by a country that is a member of the European Union, European Economic Area, or the Swiss Confederation. It is used to track the individual and to track their movements, and the individual who has been given the alert does not have any knowledge. It is not necessary for you to be a part of a ongoing criminal investigation to be put on an Article 36 alert. Some countries, such as Slovenia, Poland, and Hungary, have used the Schengen Information System for political reasons to control political opposition. However, today we will focus on how an Article 36 alert can be of an issue when it comes to your immigration status in the European Union, mostly if you're a non-EU citizen, but also if you are an EU citizen. When an Article 36 alert is issued, it is called a discrete check. That means when you cross the border, you might not know that such an alert has been issued against you because an Article 36 alert is not a European arrest warrant. So you cannot be arrested for an Article 36 alert. Article 36 alerts are used exclusively for monitoring of an individual who is either suspected of a crime or merely just a person of interest in a wide criminal or even non-criminal investigation. How can this inadvertently affect your immigration status? When you are applying for residency in a European Union country, a lot of the times, especially in Lithuania, the police or other security service needs to conduct a background check on you as an individual if there are any open cases against you, or, for example, if there are any intelligence on you which might negatively impact your living in the country. A lot of the times, or let's say most of the time, you do not know if you have been giving if you have an Article 36 alert. Usually, the main way people find out is that when you go through border control or passport control, when you will have your passport scanned, the police officer will likely type some things in the computer or will look at the screen for a prolonged period of time, and then he will normally click some buttons on the computer and he might or might not ask you some questions. So it is very hard to determine if your data is being in the Schengen Information System or is being used for an Article 6 purposes. However, when you apply for residency, sometimes you will be rejected your residence application, even if you're an EU citizen just applying for a registration certificate, and you will not be given a reason why. Luckily, there's ways to find out, and there's ways to proactively fight Article 36 alerts through various channels. One is, of course, a subject access request to the country that has initiated the alert, or through other methods of judicial review. At Crowder Consulting, we aim to provide you with the best services in your complex legal matters when it comes to Schengen Information System alerts.